All right, I think we're live. Let me put the light on right here. Sorry for the delay, everybody. Orioles, Cardinals were a delay as there's rain in Baltimore, so the game was delayed. But we're in now. Good to have everybody in here. Thank you, Melissa Mouse Talk, Jeannie, and Victor in the house. Thank you guys very much. Obviously, let's go over everything for yesterday. Of course, the Orioles yesterday lost the game 7-4. They went 1 for 14 with runners in scoring position, which we have talked about ad nauseum on this channel of how important it is to do well with runners in scoring position. And they just didn't. And they had a 4-3 lead going into the sixth inning, blew it, ultimately lost 7-4. But tonight, they have a chance to win the series against the Cardinals. They win tonight, they'll win 2 out of 3, have an off day tomorrow. And then the lowly Chicago White Sox are in town, which for the Orioles and for Orioles fans should be a good thing for the O's. I mean, ultimately, it's something that, good teams are supposed to beat bad teams. And the story. It's just that simple. So hopefully they will. Jeff Snook, welcome in. Sony 4K, welcome in as well. Good to have you guys here. But, who knows? With the way the season's been going for the Orioles, no team at this point is a gimme when it comes to the Birds right now. Just not playing well. But the tarp's off the field. The managers are at home plate exchanging the lineup cards. Speaking of lineup cards, let's go over them right now. For the Cardinals, Newt Barr is batting first, followed by Wynn, Donovan, Contreras, Herrera, Arenado, Walker, Pius, and Scott. That's their lineup. Pitching is Mikolas, 3.51 ERA. And for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday is batting first at second base, followed by Adley Rutschman, batting second at DH, batting third at shortstop Gunnar Henderson, fourth at first base Ryan Mountcastle, fifth right field Ryan O'Hearn, sixth third base Ramon Arias, seventh in center field Cedric Mullins, eighth catching Maverick Hanley, and ninth in left field is Dylan Carlson. So both Rutschman and Mullins are back. They had the last couple days off. Seems like they're both better and at least healthier. So hopefully they'll do well tonight. The Orioles also on the injury front have been getting some really good news. Both Jordan Westberg and Colton Cowser have started their rehab assignments with AAA Norfolk. They had a doubleheader today. I didn't see whether or not they played, but I'm assuming they did at least play in one of the two games. And I'm assuming by the end of probably next week, they'll both be activated. I don't think they'll get into anything with the Orioles this week. They're probably going to rest of this week. They'll probably continue to play their rehab games in the minor leagues at AAA, and I'm assuming next week they'll both be called up at some point. What'll be interesting is the corresponding roster moves for those guys. Who's it going to be that's going to be taken off the roster to make room for Cowser and to make room for Jordan Westberg? Is it going to be a Dylan Carlson? Is it going to be an Emmanuel Rivera? Is it going to be a Maverick Hanley? I would think probably Dylan Carlson and Maverick Hanley. Also, Gary Sanchez, the backup catcher, he's doing better. He started baseball activities again. So that's good. Tyler O'Neill, same thing. I've heard good news on him. He started baseball activities again as well. So the Orioles are getting healthy. And pitching for the Orioles tonight, speaking of which, Cade Povich, 1-3 on the season, 4.86 ERA. Been better of late. And hopefully tonight, he's a lefty. Hopefully tonight he can give the Orioles, keep them in the game, which is exactly what Sagano did last night. Sagano went, I think it was 6 innings, 3 runs given up. He kept them in the game. And when he left, they were winning 4-3. So, but the bullpen couldn't hold it. And again, runners in scoring position. You go 1 for 14 with runners in scoring position. It's hard to win with that. But on the flip side of it, the Cardinals went 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position. So they had less at-bats with runners in scoring position and got more hits. It really is the difference in this game. It really is the difference between winning and losing. I mean, it sounds that obvious, but, it isn't always that case. Anyway, all right, so here we go. We've got Cade Povich on the mound. He's ready to go. It looks like the Cardinals are ready to go. And let's get this game underway, folks. Orioles looking for a series win. If they can get this tonight, that'll be big, big news for them. And Newt Barr is in the box. He's ready to go. Cade Povich is at the belt. And here's the first pitch. And it's a swing and a base hit up the middle past the dive of Jackson Holliday. So one pitch, one hit, just like that. Leadoff single for the Cardinals. Newt Barr is on base. Took the first pitch. It was a good pitch. It was on the inside corner of the plate. And Newt Barr just got the bat head out in front of him and just kind of jams it into right field for a base hit past the dive of Jackson Holliday. Here's Mason Wynn. 261 hitter on the year, lefty on righty. Povich is set. First pitch to him. And there's a swing and a miss. Strike one. So, I guess the book is out on Cade Povich. Get to him early and swing early in counts because both hitters, the first two hitters have swung at the first pitch. Both times. All right, here we go. And just like that, there's a called strike. 0-2. So a quick 0-2 count on Mason Wynn. And again, the weather is not good in Baltimore at all. Weather's not been good all week. They've had rain all week. John TV Plays. Welcome in. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt. Nice stop by Maverick Hanley. 1-2. John TV Plays. Welcome in. Hope you subscribe. Appreciate you coming in. Are the Orioles going to win? I don't know. You know, to be honest with you, the way they've been playing, it's really 50-50. And Cardinals are good. They're 7 games over, or 6-7 games over 500. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul. So it's really hard to say. Orioles have had 5 games postponed by weather this year, so they're really looking to get this game in tonight. Because not only that, this is the last game of the series for the year against the Cardinals. Now, both teams have off tomorrow. Oh, pick off the first? Nope, he's back. Both teams have an off day tomorrow. The Cardinals are off. They're heading out of town. And the Orioles are off tomorrow as well before the White Sox come into town. So they could technically postpone this game, but both teams, I think, want the day off. Povich is set. 1-2 pitch again. Inside. Just inside for a ball. 2-2. Good to have everybody in here. Please be sure to hit that like button, gang, as you come in. We are at 14 likes. We're trying to get to 30. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. Challenged it with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball inside portion of the plate, but Wynn could not get to it, and that's the first out. Yeah, it seems like it's raining all up and down the East Coast, Victor. It's raining in Baltimore. It's raining down here. I'm in Florida. I love the Orioles. I'm born and raised in Baltimore, but we've moved to Florida about 5 years ago. All right, here we go. Povich is set to the next hitter. First pitch, way high and inside to Donovan. Ball 1. Here's a strike on the inside corner. 1-1. 11 people watching. Appreciate all of you being here. Appreciate the 14 likes. We're almost halfway to our goal already. Donovan on the year is he's spraying his hits all over the place. 1-1 pitch on the way. High, ball 2. 2-1. Again, the Orioles trying to just chip. Look, they're 15 games under 500. We get it. They're not playing good baseball. But you have to do it one game at a time. You get this game against the Cardinals. You win 2 out of 3. And you got the White Sox coming to town. 2-1 pitch. There's a pop-up foul and out of play. 2-2. You know, the Orioles they have a chance here to really cut in to this sub 500 record over the next four games. Try to get this game today. Play well, get today, and with the White Sox coming in, 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 looking right there. I don't know what Donovan was looking at, but that ball was right down the middle. And he didn't even offer at it for strike 3. So 2 outs, still a man on first. Usually when you see a hitter fooled like that, he's looking something else. Because when you get a fastball center cut middle of the plate and you don't even offer at it, you're obviously guessing something different there. So 2 down, that's going to bring Contreras. His first pitch to him, curveball for a strike. Inside corner, 0-1. Contreras on the year, 244 hitter, 6 home runs, 29 RBI, 706 OPS. He's down in the count 0-1. Povich is set. Here's the pitch. Inside corner for a ball. 1-1. What I do like so far from what I'm seeing with Povich is he's getting ahead in the counts. And he's really using both sides of the plate. In and out. Up and down. I like that. Povich is set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball swing and a miss. Really good curveball in the outside corner. Contreras offered at it but couldn't get to it. If he's got his curveball working like that tonight and he's got control, he'll have a good chance to have a good outing tonight. So you're heading to count 1-2. You don't need a strike here now. Povich is set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back. We're going to do it again. 1-2. Chris, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. It's still raining in Baltimore. The tarp's off. We're playing ball, but the rain is coming down. Let's just hope it doesn't intensify. 1-2 pitch. No, he throws over to first. One-two pitch. Ball in the dirt. 2-2. All right, here we go. 2-2 pitch. There's a fly ball. Center field hit really well. Mullins is over. He's got it at the warning track, and that's the last out of the inning. He hit it pretty well. It got to the warning track, but that's it. No runs, a hit, a man left. Bottom of the first coming up. Bring it back here for a minute. Our next game, we're hoping, will be Friday the 30th at 7 p.m. against the White Sox. Just had to update that. So be sure to come back. Good to have everybody in. Ryan Rao, welcome in, Ryan. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. 16 likes already. We're halfway there. Good job, gang. But yeah, again, for the Orioles coming up, you got Jackson Holliday, Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson. Look, I know that Rutschman is struggling for the season, but he really is a prototypical a number 2 guy hitter. He really is. He's going to take pitches. He's going to get deep in counts. He's going to make good contact. He's not really a strikeout guy. He's going to play small ball if he has to. He's going to get guys over. It really is the ideal spot. What they have right now in Holliday, Rutschman, and Gunnar Henderson is what I've said from the very beginning of the season. If you go back and watch one of our videos, I did my projected lineup for the Orioles. Gunnar Henderson needs to be he's a number 3 hitter. He's not a number 1 hitter. He shouldn't be a leadoff hitter, period. Never should have been. So I like him in the 3 spot. I like Adley Rutschman in the 2, and I really like Jackson Holliday in the 1. You know, I think we all keep forgetting Jackson Holliday still hasn't played a full season in the major leagues. And he's 21 years old. He's just a kid. So, we'll see. All right, Holliday is in the box. He's ready. He's 3 for 9 so far in this series. And here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a foul. Straight back, 0-1. You know, I've always been one for leadoff hitters. I always say leadoff hitters, take a pitch. You know, try to get deep in the counts. Have a deep at bat. Here we go. 0-1 pitch. There's another foul back. 0-2. You know, I like to see leadoff hitters work counts. Drive up the pitch count. Make the pitcher work. Work your way on base. I don't want quick outs. And Gunnar is one of those guys. He's a very aggressive hitter. So he'll be 1 pitch, 1 out. And it's like, no, you don't want that in a leadoff hitter. All right, but Holliday's down in the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball, left field. That ball is down for a base hit. It's in the corner. Jackson Jackson Holliday is rounding first. He's going to head to second, and that's going to be a leadoff double. Love the approach there. Down 0-2 in the count. The pitch is away from him. He just goes with the pitch and just shoves it into left field, down the left field line for a base hit, extra bases, and that's a leadoff double. That's the kind of hitting that you want to see. It's got to be the philosophy of the hitters here. Take the pitch that's given to you. The home runs will come. They will. They will come in time. But if the pitches, they're trying to pull everything, and when they do, they turn the ball over, weak ground balls. That's great hitting right there. Here's Rutschman. First pitch, curveball, strike, 0-1. So good start for the Orioles, just like that. Rutschman, 211 hitter, 5 home runs, 15 RBI, 659 OPS. He's down on the count 0-1 here. And again, this is what we're talking about. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a foul, 0-2. It's all about situational hitting here. Now, again, I was just giving him praises. Sorry about the thunder. But what are you looking for out of Rutschman right now? You're looking for a ground ball to the right side. Ground ball to the first baseman, ground ball to the second baseman. Something to get Jackson Holliday over to third. Doesn't necessarily have to get a hit to have a productive at bat. But he's down in the count. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss on a ball up in the zone. Strike 3. And that's a bad at bat. You're down 0-2 in the count. A ball up here in the eyes. There's no way you're going to get on top of that ball. And he swings at it for strike 3. That's a bad at bat for Adley Rutschman. So all the praises I was giving him as a situational hitter, he does the exact opposite and gives him an easy out. So here's Gunnar. Nope. Throw back to second. Nope. Wow, that was weird. So the pitcher tries to pick off at second, but there was nobody there, so he has to throw it behind the runner. Otherwise, it's a balk. He can't hold on to it. That was really weird. Anyway, here's Gunnar. He's ready. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike, 0-1. And that's the thing about Gunnar. That's why he's got to hit lower in the lineup. He is not a patient hitter. Doesn't draw a lot of walks. He did last year. Not drawing that many this year. All right, here we go. 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball 1-1. Good take on the changeup there. That ball starts in the zone, and it tails away from the hitter. That's a good take. Daniel Berry Sports, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. 16 likes, guys. Hit that like button. 1-1 pitch. Pop up. Short left field. Left fielder's over. He's got it. Oh, he almost didn't get it, but he does get it. And that's 2 quick outs. And this has been the absolute Achilles heel of this team all year long. I don't care what anybody says about the pitching. This team, with runners in scoring position, they've got to be setting some sort of major league all-time record in futility when it comes to hitting with runners in scoring position. It's almost an impossibility to be this bad. Already tonight, they're 0-2. Here's Mountcastle. First pitch to him. Fly ball, center field. Hit pretty well. Going to be playable, and that's your inning. First pitch swinging. And just like that, the inning is over. So the Orioles get a leadoff double. A leadoff double from Jackson Holliday. And your 2, 3, 4 hitters do nothing. They can't even move him over to third base. Bad inning for the Orioles. Top of the second inning coming up, no score. Bad baseball. And that has been the absolute Achilles heel. And it's the entire season in a nutshell for the Orioles. Your 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up with a man on second, nobody out. And they can't even move him to third base. You can't even get him to third. That's bad. But that's just kind of the way it's been going for the O's lately. Guys, don't forget to vote. Who do you think is going to win tonight's game? Is it going to be the Birds? Or is it going to be the Cardinals? Again, you got to do, it's just, how do I word this? And again, I hate to go on these rants with my favorite team. I love the Orioles. I love it. But I got to rant because it's just, there's so much ammunition there. Rutschman, you don't need a home run right there. your job is to just get him to third. And everything's, swing hard, swing for the fence, hit a home run. Instead of just, let's make good contact, get the ball in play, try to drive the ball into the gap somewhere, something like that, instead of home run, home run, home run. And it's been an Achilles heel for this team all year long. I mean, those three at bats, Rutschman, Gunnar, and Mountcastle, is just an entire microcosm of the season for the Orioles. Yeah, Melissa, that's fine. All right, so Povich is set. Here we go. First pitch, strike, 0-1. Ooh, you guys hear that thunder out there? Can you guys hear that? There comes the dog. Can you guys hear the thunder? It is really coming down out there. All right, 0-1 pitch. Here we go. Outside, ball 1, 1-1. Lay down, bud. Lay down. Dog's in here. It's thunder and lightning outside really bad, so he's a little scared. 1-1 pitch from Povich. Here he comes. High, ball 2, 2-1. So this is what you don't want. So here's Herrera, 359 hitter on the year. Doesn't have a lot of at-bats. But Povich has got to be, he's got to be one of these guys where he stays ahead in the count. Got to stay ahead in the count. Here's another pitch, high, ball 3, 3-1. So he's fallen behind 3-1. It's been his major issue as well for Povich this year, has been his control. Has to have control. 3-1 pitch, here it comes. Here's ball 4. So leadoff walk issued by Cade Povich. And that's going to bring Nolan Arenado to the plate. And I think they say usually leadoff hitters or leadoff walks come around to score 80% of the time. If someone wants to look that up, you can look it up for us. I think they said leadoff walks come around to score like 80% of the time. Here's Arenado. First pitch to him. Another curveball, but low and inside. Ball 1. 1-0. Arenado not putting up the numbers he used to. He's getting a little bit older. 238 hitter this year. He does have 6 home runs. He hit one the other day against the Orioles. Yesterday against the O's. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Gunner's got it. Throw to second for 1. Back to first. And plenty of time. And just like that, the leadoff walk has been nullified. And that's 2 quick outs. It's exactly what you want as a pitcher, where you can get 1 pitch, get you 2 outs, and just like that, there's 2 outs, nobody on, and that's awesome. Good play by Gunnar there. He kind of lost the handle on the ball at first, double clutch, but he was smart with that. He made sure he had it before he made a bad throw. So 2 quick outs. Here's Jordan Walker. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1, 1-0. Yeah, raining really, really bad here, guys. Hopefully the stream holds. 17 likes. Love seeing it. Thanks, gang. 1-0 pitch. Outside again. Ball 2. So 2-0 count right now. Rain is still coming down in Baltimore. It doesn't look heavy at all, obviously, or else they wouldn't be playing. Povich is set. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Strike right there. 2-1. Jordan Walker on the year, 214 hitter. Got a base hit last night. Trying to see if he can do anything tonight. Povich is set. 2-1 pitch. Inside, ball 3. So this is what you don't. What you need from Povich right here is he's got to kind of bring it in, rein it in a little bit, take a deep breath, make a quality pitch. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Would have been ball 4, but Jordan Walker could not hold up. 3-2 now. Back in the count. Let's see what he can do. It's full count on Jordan Walker. Here we go. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. He got him, and that's your inning, guys. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Bottom of the second inning coming up. Birds. Cardinals. No score. Hey, Laura, welcome in. Do you think we will see Grayson Rodriguez at all this season? I don't. No, I don't, Laura. We're heading into June, and he hasn't even begun anything yet. Nothing. I think he's throwing on flat ground right now, which is, I said he's doing nothing, but I guess that's something. But, I mean, he's throwing on flat ground. From there, he's got to get on a mound. From there, he's got to do batting practice. From there, he's got to get into, he's got to get into some sort of rehab games in the minor leagues. I would be shocked if we see him before September, if at all. They may just shut him down and say, if the Orioles continue to struggle and fall out of any sort of contention, whereto they're not contending even for a wild card, if they fall out of contention, I think they may just say, you know what, Grayson, we're shutting you down. We'll see you in 2026. Happy, healthy, and ready to go. But that's what they said last year, too, and we see how that worked out. I hate to say it, but I really think that Grayson Rodriguez is going to be a huge bust for the Orioles. I do. I think that ultimately he is not ever going to live up to his potential, and he's going to be one of these guys that's always hurt. But I'm hoping I'm wrong, but we'll see. Up to 18 likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys do. It's good having everybody in here. It's a Wednesday night. It's rainy outside, bad weather, and something else. But anyway, glad you guys are here. Ryan O'Hearn's been really hot for the Orioles, is stepping in. He's ready. Mikolas is ready, and here we go. First pitch. Strike right there, 0-1. Outside corner, 0-1. Batting .340 on the year is Ryan O'Hearn. 9 home runs, 21 RBIs, 985 OPS. Really good start for him. Here's the 0-1. Inside, ball 1, 1-1. I've said this about O'Hearn. I still don't think he's long for the Orioles. I don't think he's a long-term answer. I don't. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a foul back, 1-2. Good guy, good player. A little bit older, about 30 now or close to 30. I just don't see him as a long-term answer for the Orioles at first or in the outfield. He's probably going to be traded at the deadline. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul right there at the plate. 1-2 again. Not because he's not good. I just don't think he's, unless he signs some sort of incentive-laden deal. Oh, all right. The Orioles are checking on this. Is this catcher's interference? It is catcher's interference. I think that's catcher's interference. That's going to be catcher's interference. He's going to get first base. I think they're saying, now the Cardinals are saying, hey, time's up. They need to challenge that quicker. The Orioles are trying to challenge, saying catcher's interference. If it's catcher's interference, he gets first base. All right, let's see what they're saying.
So take a look. It's just hard to tell.
Nope, I guess it wasn't. So 1-2 count on O'Hearn. Here we go. There's a line drive. Base hit into center field. Ryan O'Hearn continues to just blister pitching lately with a leadoff single just like that. Nice bit of hitting. I love seeing players go up the middle or go opposite field. Real nice. Stays on top of it. Stays back on it. Drives it into center field for a leadoff hit. Really nice. And that's going to bring Ramon Urias to the plate. 282 home runs. 282 hitter, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs. First pitch to him. Here's a strike, 0-1. Yes, 2 likes to 20 and only 12 likes from 30. That's our goal tonight. Let's see if we can get to that 30 mark. O'Hearn's got 2 stolen bases on the season. 0-1 pitch. There's a line drive. Base hit past the dive of the third baseman into left field. And just like that, here we go again. The Orioles have first and second, nobody out, with Cedric Mullins stepping to the plate. So here we go again. The Orioles are already 0 for 3 on the night with runners in scoring position. And now Cedric Mullins is stepping to the plate. And now he's got a shot to maybe do something here. Will Mullins lay down a bunt? I doubt it, because you've got Maverick Handley and Dylan Carlson on deck. So here's Mullins. First pitch to him. He does lay down the bunt, and it's a good one. Throw to first is not in time. And it gets past the first baseman. The Ryan Hearn's heading for home, and he's going to score, and the Orioles take a 1-0 lead. Nice bunt by Mullins. I thought he might bunt, but I wasn't sure. He lays down a perfect bunt down the third base line. The pitcher comes off, fields it, throws an errant throw to first base, gets by the first baseman, and O'Hearn scores from third on the bad throw. So 1-0 Birds. How about that? And not only that, but Arias moves up to third base. So first and third, nobody out for Maverick Handley. And again, he doesn't even need to get a hit here. A fly ball will get a run home. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1-0. So the Orioles, good bunt either way. Even if they get Mullins at first, he would have laid down the perfect bunt, because it was right down the third base line. It would have got both runners up, but instead he gets a base hit. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Nice curveball. Strike. 1-1. That was nice. Had his knees buckled on that one. Again, for Handley right here, Maverick Handley, all you're looking for, he's batting .040 on the year. He's only got one hit. Just looking to drive the ball somewhere. Here's the pitch. Here's a fly ball to right field. That's going to get out of play. Now, if you're Handley at this point, Maverick Handley at this point, 1-2 count. You got to get the bat on the ball. Even if he hits into a double play. Even if he hits into a double play, it's going to score a run. He just can't strike out here. No strikeout, no pop-up. 1-2 pitch, no. Throw to first. Mullins is back. Yeah, John TV plays. We need this win. The Orioles need it. The Cardinals are playing good baseball. I think they're 6 games over 500. They're playing well. Here's the next pitch. Throw to second. There goes Mullins. He is. Oh, they called him out. Mullins tried to steal second. They called him out. The throw was high. I don't know. They're going to challenge. The Orioles are going to challenge. Is he out or is he safe? He's safe. He's safe. He's absolutely safe. Yes, he's absolutely safe. His hand was in. He got tagged on the back, and his hand was already in there. I think that's definitely something that can be overturned. So the Orioles are challenging it. This is the challenge. If you're watching the game, if you see them go like this, that means they're challenging. If they go like this, that means they're not challenging. Just keep going. So if you're ever watching the game, if they pause the game to see if they're going to challenge, this means yes, I'm challenging. This means no, I'm not. Oh, yeah, he's safe. He's absolutely safe. It's not even close. These umpires are getting this stuff wrong a lot more often. Absolutely safe. Now, his angle is not the best angle, but his hand's already on the bag, and he hasn't even tagged him yet. I don't see how you can call him out there. I think so too, Chris, but who knows anymore? And still not tagged. Hand still hasn't been tagged yet. Yes, he's absolutely safe. I agree, Chris. I don't see how they can call him out.
We'll have our answer here from Marvin.
All right, here we go.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Baltimore will retain the
Runner's
ground.
safe. Yep, absolutely he's safe. All right, so they overturned it. He is safe at second. So now you got second and third. Nobody out. Maverick Handley's just got to put a ball in play right here. Just got to put it in play. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear him say the runner was safe? I don't know if you heard it or not. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Full count on Maverick Handley. Here we go. If you guys heard that, if you heard him say he was safe, let me know in the chat. So here we go. Big at bat right here. This is a big at bat. Yes, Chris, they got it right. Full count on Maverick Hanley right here. Again, if you're Hanley, no pop-up, no strikeout. That's all you need to do. Here we go. Pitch. There's another foul ball. Good at bat for Maverick. Very good at bat. Now he's got to cash in here. A base hit's probably going to score 2 runs because Mullins can run. Full count. Here's a 3-2 pitch. There's another foul ball. He's staying alive. Good at bat for Hanley. Good at bat. We have gotten 15 votes so far tonight. Good job, everybody. All right, Hanley is set. 3-2 pitch. Line drive. Oh, it's a ground ball to the shortstop. In time, they're going to get the run home. The run from third does come home. It looked like a line drive at first, but it was off the end of the bat. It was a ground ball to the shortstop. Urias scores from third, but Mullins has to say it's second. But Maverick Hanley gets the job done. He does get the run home, and it's now 2-0 Birds. Good job for Maverick Hanley. Now it's up to Dylan Carlson. Urias broke on contact, and they were not getting him at the plate. They actually were playing back, so. Here's the pitch. Strike. 0-1 to Dylan Carlson. Carlson, of course, batting from the left side, batting 158 on the year. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, 537 OPS. Base hit here will score a run. We need a hit now. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-1. Looks like the rain has passed us at this point, which is good. 2-0 Birds, looking to add to it. Let's see if we can. 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2. Oh, it looked like it caught the zone, but the ump said no. So 2-1 on Dylan Carlson. So ahead in the count here, can look for a pitch. Certain part of the plate, and if he gets it, he could be hacking here. 2-1 pitch. Strike on the inside portion. 2-2. Good pitch there. Ball started in and then it ran back over the plate. That was a good pitch. So 2-2 count. Again, the Orioles just cannot put a crooked number up. They need a big inning. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball, foul down the right field line. So we're going to do it again. 2-2 count. 31 pitches been thrown for Mikolas. He's only in the 2nd inning. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. That's going to move the runner over to third, but that's now 2 outs. So Dylan Carlson does move him up to third base, but there's now 2 outs in the inning. And that's going to bring Jackson Holliday to the plate. Of course, Holliday's 1 for 1. Had to double the first time up. Let's see if Jackson can bring this 3rd run home. Orioles really need a big hit here. Here was the first pitch. Curveball high. Ball 1, 1-0. You're really starting to see Jackson Holliday mature and come into his own as a professional hitter in Major Leagues. 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive. Base hit into the right field corner. That's going to score the run. Jackson's going to make the turn and go to second. He is safe for another double. 2 for 2 for Jackson Holliday. He got a pitch up and he drives it into the corner for another double. And the Orioles now have a 3-0 lead. Big 2-out base hit, runner in scoring position for Jackson Holliday. Folks, we are seeing this kid come into his own. Wow, good piece of hitting right there. Look at that. I think the Orioles have found their leadoff hitter. Here's Adley Rutschman. Rutschman can put another run on the board with a base hit. Let's see. First pitch to him, there's a swing and a foul. I think when I watch, Paul Engel, welcome in, buddy. When I watch Rutschman hit, what I'm noticing is his front shoulder. He's pulling his front shoulder a lot. And what that basically means is he's turning and pulling everything. Everything's a pull. Instead of just squaring up and going up the middle. And that's what he's got to do. He's got to keep that lead shoulder in. And he's pulling out on that lead shoulder. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 0-2. And I think that's part of his problem is he's really trying. He did it again on that swing. Better swing, but it feels like he's trying to pull everything. And what made Rutschman his first couple years in the majors so awesome and made him an all-star was the fact that he stayed back on pitches and he drove balls up the middle. 0-2 pitch. Pop-up. Looks like it's going to get out of play, though. Paul was at the game on Monday afternoon. Nice, Paul. Hope you had fun, man. 19 likes, guys. Our goal is 30. So 3-0 Birds. Got a chance to add yet another one. Let's see if they can do it. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on a curveball in the dirt. Now, Rutsch is really struggling. I don't know if he's losing confidence or what, but his at-bats are not good at all. That's a curveball that's not even close, and he's swinging away. But the Orioles get a couple more. 3-0 Birds. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Heading to the top of the third. Thank you, Sony. Thank you, John. Appreciate you both. So the rain we were getting here in Maryland looks like it's gone. I mean, in Baltimore. In Florida, it's gone. If you guys can see me behind me. Right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to shut this window. Oh, yeah. So that you guys don't see that. And then I'll be right back. They get in the rain? They stop, does it? Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Orioles with the lead, everybody. Gotta love it. Man, if they can get this win today, they get another series win, and then they'll be heading into a home series against the White Sox, which is a very winnable series. Good news for Birds fans. But you got to get this one. This one's not over yet. And the Cardinals are playing good baseball this year. They really are. Guys, if you're new here, guys, gals, if you're new, please consider liking, consider subscribing. Help us move on as we get closer to 1,160 subscribers. We did gain one tonight. Thank you for that. Appreciate it very much. We're going to try to be back here on Friday night for the first game of the series against the White Sox. Hope you guys can join us for that. It'll be a lot of fun. And please vote. We have gotten so far 17 votes. I like seeing the votes. All right, Povich has been given a 3-0 lead now. If you're what we really want out of Povich at this point is a 1-2-3 inning. The best thing he could do for his offense, quick inning, get him back in the dugout hitting again. Let's see if he can do it. Here's first pitch, strike right there. Oh, he called it a ball. Oh my gosh, that ball was right there on the outside corner, but they called it a ball. So 1-0. Wow. Here's Pedro Payas, who's got a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2-0. Wow, that looked like a strike to me, man. It hit the corner, but 2-0 count. 2-0 pitch. See, that's a ball, and he calls that one a strike. Also outside. But 2-1. Povich is set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Curveball. Foul. 2-2. His curveball's been inconsistent tonight. Sometimes he's got it. The command looks there. Other times it's not even a competitive pitch. Like they're going to lay off of it easily. Let's see what he offers up here on 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball. Got him on the inside corner for strike 3. I guess Paez thought it was inside, but it caught the corner by a lot. And that's one quick out. Good job by Povich. He went back to the fastball from the curveball in the inside corner. Definitely a strike. Got a lot of the plate. So 1 down. And that's going to bring, who's that? Scott to the plate. First pitch to him. Lefty on lefty. Oh, inside. Almost hits him. Ball 1. Still 11 likes from our goal of 30, gang. Up there goes the dog. Oh, 1-0 pitch. Oh, he squares the bunt, but it's a strike anyway. 1-1. Arias is playing in at third. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball, foul down the left field line. 1-2. So it's good to see Victor Scott on the year. 268 hitter, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs. It's good to see Povich getting ahead in the count. But the important thing is to put him away. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? And third base umpire says, yes, he did. Strike 3, and that's 2 quick outs. 2 strikeouts for Povich. That's going to bring us back to the top of the lineup in Nootbaar. Oh, he definitely went. Yep. Oh, yeah, he went. So back at the top of the lineup, here's Nootbaar. Of course, he got the single his first time up. Here's the pitch. Strike right there. 0-1. Lower part of the zone, but it did hit the zone. Povich looking good right now. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back. Quickly 0-2. Love to see it, man. If he can get out of this inning quick and get them back in the dugout just like that, that's a really good thing. That's what you want to see if you're the Orioles. I'm sorry, I forgot to switch it back, gang. My apologies. So quickly 0-2 on Nootbaar. Catcher setting up on the outside corner. Here's the pitch. Outside ball, but he hit exactly where the catcher was set up. He threw the ball right there. Just was outside. I guess they were hoping he was going to offer it up, but he didn't. 1-2. Povich is at the belt. He's set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball outside, ball 2. 2-2. So Nootbaar goes from 0-2 to 2-2. He gets himself back in the count. Here comes the trainer for the Cardinals. He's looking at Nootbaar. He's talking to him for, I guess, no, all right, I guess he's okay. The trainer came out for a minute, but now he's going back. So whatever it was, it must not have been that bad. All right, 2-2 on Nootbaar. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. What an inning for Cade Povich. 3 strikeouts. Quick inning. Makes quick work of them, and that's it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We're heading to the middle of the third. 3-0 Birds. Wow. Where'd everybody go? We lost everybody. Can you guys see me? Anybody still? The 2 people that are still here, can you see me, or is it? Did we lose the stream? No, it looks like we're good. I think we're still there. I only see 2 people in. We went from like 15 down to 2. So I'm wondering if maybe we lost the stream. Okay, all right. That's fine. I just want to make sure. You know, usually when you lose that many, sometimes it's like that. It's usually maybe connection. Bot. What's a bot, Sony? Oh, you think bots are what we're watching? Oh, that's disheartening. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta close the door. Way too loud. Gotta close the door. Gotta close the door. Well, I'm glad you guys are all still here. The 5 that are watching. Thank you. Sometimes I wonder, but it's all right. It's fine. I appreciate you guys being here. What's a false ring? Sony, you're going to have to help me, because on the Disney Channel, like, we'll get 30 subscribers from a live stream, and then a day later we lose 10 of those 30 subscribers. And I don't know why, the reading or the false or whatever it is that's doing what it's doing. It makes me so upset, because I feel like we're growing, and then I figure out we're not growing. All right, here's Gunnar. First pitch to him. Curveball high, 1-0. Gunnar's been struggling lately. Been having a lot of really bad at-bats lately. Got to do better. 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 2. 2-0. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, YouTube definitely does mysterious things. 2-0 count to Gunnar. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball, but it's foul down the left field line. Two 2-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a foul again. Going to get out of play. 2-2. Now Gunnar, to his credit and to his defense, he did get a late start. He missed a lot of spring training. Only got a couple games in AAA on rehab assignment, then they called him up. So he's still trying to get in the swing. Here's 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball down the left field line again. So he's behind on the fastball. He's not catching up to it. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Nicholas here go off speed, try to get him out in front of a pitch. Back to 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside. Good take by Gunnar there. That ball started at the middle of the plate and ran in on him, and he took it for a ball. Good take by Gunnar there. And that runs the count full. 3-2. And here it comes. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back again. 19 likes. We are 11 away from hitting our goal. Let's see if we can hit it tonight. That would be nice. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Can't miss that pitch, though. That ball's right there. Gunnar just misses it. That's a very hittable pitch. And he just swings under it. So 1 out. That's going to bring Mountcastle to the plate. Mounty's first time up hit the ball deep to center, but nothing to show for it. First pitch. Oh, that's strike on the outside corner, I guess. It looked like a ball to me, but it's called a strike. 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a foul down the right field line. Is it going to be playable? No. Foul ball. 0-2. So quickly 0-2 on Ryan Mountcastle. See if Mounty can get a hit here with 2 low and away. That's where you get him. There's a swing and a base hit into right field, past the right fielder. It's up against the wall. Mounty's going to make the turn, and he's going to get a 1-out double. Nice piece of hitting. That's what we want to see. When these hitters go up the middle or opposite field, that means they're staying back on the ball. They're waiting a little bit longer. They're swinging through. Really nice piece of hitting right there by Mountcastle. And it gets in the gap for a double, too. So just like that, the Orioles got another chance for another run. .102 off the bat. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. He singled his first time up. He's been on fire. Here's the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. And Ryan didn't like it, but it was definitely a strike. It was on the inside portion. O'Hearn, base hit here, might score a run. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back, 0-2. So quickly 0-2 on Ryan O'Hearn. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1, 1-2. Good take by O'Hearn there. And ball up in your eyes. When hitters get balls up here, they tend to swing sometimes because it's the pitch you can see the best. It's right at the eye level, and a lot of times they think they can get on top of it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Inside, ball 2, 2-2. Good take But a lot of times they can't get to that pitch. They can't get on top of it. And they swing through it. But that was a good take. So he's back to 2-2 in the count. Now let's see if he can get a hit here. 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. Good takes by O'Hearn here. Real good takes. Victor says, I know you need to go on a little run to boost confidence. Do you think you're too far back to make playoffs? Not too far back to make playoffs. Too far back to win the division, for sure. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball, pop up, down the first base line. Second baseman's under it. Just on the outfield grass. He's got it. And that's the second out. Victor, I'll say this. It's still only May. And if you're 7 or 8 games out, as long as you can go on a run. What now? They're going to need a run of like where you win 9 out of 10. Right? And then if you lose a couple, you win 9 out of 10, you lose 2, and then you come back and you win 7 out of 8. They got to go where they've won like 17 out of 20, which they've done the last couple years. Here's Arias, first pitch, inside, ball 1. So it's very possible. You know, you get healthy, you get everybody back, or the majority of everybody back, and you get a lineup that doesn't have any holes in it, and everybody's hitting and clicking. It's going to help them. I don't think they're out of it yet. I think they're out of the division. 1-0 pitch, strike, right there, 1-1. Yeah, I think the division's gone. I think they're like 13.5 back of the Yankees at this point. Even in May at 13.5 back, it would take a miracle, a minor miracle. Because not only that, I'll tell you in a minute, 1-1 pitch. There's a line drive right to the third baseman. Short hop by Arenado. Throw to first in time, and that's the inning. So Mounty gets the double, but he is stranded. Again, the Orioles can't get the runner home. Still 3-0. Here's what I'll say. Always remember this, folks, about baseball. Whenever they look at standings, they always look at the loss column. Okay? So you'll hear them say, the Orioles are 3 games back, but they're only 2 back in the loss column. And the reason for that is because you can't make up losses. You can make up wins. Okay? That's the bottom line. Okay? Like some teams have played more games than the Orioles because the Orioles have had like 5 rainouts. But let's say the Orioles have 2 more losses than the Yankees. Okay? And they've played 2 more games than the Yankees. Okay? But if both teams win out the rest of the season and don't lose another game, the Yankees win because the Yankees had less losses. You can't make up losses, but you can make up wins. I hope that makes sense. So the loss column is what you really got to look at. Because in the end, everybody plays 162. And if you've got more losses than them, even if you have less games to play, even if they have more games to play, if you have more losses than them and they don't lose again, you can't make up the losses. I hope that makes sense. All right, so Povich is ready to go. 17 votes, guys. Good to see everybody voting tonight. Thank you. Oh, it must be a pet night or bring your dog to the game because everybody's got dogs at the game tonight. That's cool. All right, top of the 4th inning. Here we go, gang. Povich is back out on the mound. Hopefully we get a win. Oh, we got some puppy dogs up in the booth tonight. Where's my dog? Oh, he left me. I love seeing dogs. All right, so here we go. Povich is set. He's at the belt. Win is at the plate. Here's the pitch. Curveball, strike, 0-1. Oh for 1 is Win. Struck out his first time up. 0-1 pitch. Outside. Ball 1. 1-1. Look, man, I appreciate everybody being in here tonight. Thank you all very much. I hope you're enjoying it. It's a good start for the O's. Got a long way to go. This game is nowhere near being over. It's only the 4th inning, and the Cardinals are a good team. Here's the 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-1. Oh, look at that puppy dog. They're showing the dogs on the TV. 2-1 pitch. There's a line drive, base hit into left field. So a leadoff single for Mason Wynn. And just like that, the Cardinals are in business. They got a man on first, nobody out. And Wynn's got speed. He'll go. And that's going to bring Donovan to the plate. He struck out his first time up. Povich is set. First pitch strike on the outside corner. 0-1. And again, if you're looking at it from Povich's point right here, you really want a ground ball at somebody for a possible double play. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Hanley. That was nice. 1-1. For all of you just coming in, if you're first timers, good to have you in here. Please hit that like button. Our goal is to get to 30. We are at 19. I think we're going to make it. 1-1 pitch. In the dirt again. Good save again by the catcher. 2-1. The rain continues to fall at Oriole Park. It's going to make things treacherous in the outfield for sure. Povich is set. 2-1 pitch. There's a pop-up. Looks like it might be playable. Catcher's going to give it a look. And no, it's out of play. 2-2. Miserable night at the ballpark tonight. Miserable. Cold, rainy. Just not a good time being there. But hopefully the Orioles can make it worth the fans' while for being there. Yes, John, I agree. Thank you all for being here. So Donovan's set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3-2. Worst thing Povich can do right here is walk Donovan. You know, you've been given a 3-0 lead. You've got to stay on top of these guys. 3-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. Base hit into right field. O'Hearn's over. He's going to get it, but Mason Wynn's going to make the turn, and he's going to go all the way to third. So just like that, the Cardinals are in business. First and third, nobody out. They got their number 4 hitter stepping to the plate in Wilson Contreras. And now Povich is going to have to make some really, really, really good pitches to minimize the damage here. First and third, nobody out. And again, it's one of those things with the Orioles. The Orioles have had chances to make 3-0, possibly 5-6-0, and they haven't been able to capitalize. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a pop-up. Third base side. Arias, I think, has a play. He's having trouble. No, and he can't get there. Wow, Contreras, he really got away with one there. Arias just couldn't get to it. I don't know if it's the wind or what. He was really staggering. At first, it looked like he had a chance at it, and then it went into the dugout, and he just misses catching this ball. So Contreras gets away with one there, but the count's 0-1. Povich is set. There's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, swing and a miss, strike. 0-2. Now, if you're Povich, this is your chance right here to get their number 4 hitter. You got an 0-2 count on a guy that's, he's up there to swing, right? You don't have to throw him a strike here. Just make a competitive pitch. 0-2 pitch. Got him on the inside corner. Strike 3. Contreras didn't even offer at it, and that's the first out. Wow, he went up and in. And it just catches the top of the zone for strike 3. And Hanley's framing of the pitch was even better. 1 out in the inning. That's going to bring Herrera to the plate. He walked his first time up. Povich is set. Herrera is set. Here's the pitch. Strike on a changeup. Oh, he called that a ball? Holy cow. That ball was right in the middle of the plate, right at the bottom of the zone. He called it a ball. Well, never mind. 1-0. He called it a ball. Ball 1. Here's the next pitch. There's a fly ball. Foul, and he broke his bat. 1-1. Jammed him on the inside. He got around on it, but then it broke his bat. Woo. I'm tired. So a new bat for Herrera. One count. First and third still. Povich has got a chance to get out of this now. Again, if he can get a ground ball somewhere at somebody, he can get out of this. But he's got to make the pitch. Here it is. 1-1 pitch on the way. Curveball, low, ball 2. 2-1. We've got 18 votes. 83% of you think the O's are going to pull this one out. And so far, you're right. But let's see if they can pull it off. 2-1 pitch on the way. There's a check swing. Did he go? First base umpire says no, he did not. So 3-1 on Herrera. And now, this is where the advantage really goes to the hitter. You got to throw him a good pitch here because you can't walk him. 3-1 pitch on the way. Inside, ball 4. And he does walk him. So bases loaded, just like that. And Povich has walked himself into trouble. 2 walks and a base hit in the inning. And that's going to bring Nolan Arenado to the plate. The one guy you probably don't want at the plate. Former All-Star guy that's been a prototypical awesome hitter throughout his career. His career with the bases loaded, he's a 287 hitter with the bases loaded in his career. 6 grand slams, 89 RBIs. I mean, he's still a professional here. He's still an awesome hitter, Arenado. You make a mistake, and he'll make you pay for it. So Povich has got to be careful here. Now, Arenado hit into a double play his last time up, and that's what you're looking for here. You're hoping to keep the ball low in the zone and see if you can get him to induce a ground ball. Here we go. First pitch in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-0. There's nowhere to put him, so you can't walk him. You got to throw to him. You got to pitch to him. And this is the worrisome thing about Cade Povich. When he implodes, he really implodes. 1-0 pitch on the way. Fly ball. Left field. Shallow. Here comes the left fielder. Carlson's got it. Throw home. He does not go. It was shallow enough that they could not get the run home from third. That's now 2 outs. Arenado does not get the job done. And now Povich is 1 out away from getting out of this. And that's going to bring Jordan Walker to the plate. 213 hitter on the year. He's 0 for 1. Arenado does not get the job done. But Povich is not out of it yet. Here's the first pitch to Jordan Walker. There's a line drive. Base hit into left field. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run. Throw to the plate. Nope, they're going to third. Just like that. What'd I tell you? It's all about pitch location. First pitch, center cut right down the middle. Jordan Walker just lines it into left field for a base hit. It's a curveball that just does nothing. And it's easily a base hit. 2-run score. 3-2. Just like that. Bad location. And good piece of hitting for Jordan Walker. 213 hitter. You let beat you, though. Here's the pitch to Paez. First pitch up high. Ball 1. That's a 213 hitter that you just let get a base hit and score 2 runs. But I don't know. Here's the pitch. Ball 2, 2-0. That's what bad teams do. I hate to say it. I love my Orioles, but that's what bad teams do. They make bad pitches. They can't capitalize when they have opportunities. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike, 2-1. It would have been ball 3. He swung at a ball. It's the big Achilles heel of this team, being as young as the Orioles are with so many young players, is they're learning on the job, and they're going to make these kinds of mistakes. 2-1 pitch coming, ball 3, 3-1. And Povich is still young. I think he's 23, 24 years old. He's still very much a kid, and he's making mistakes. And unfortunately for the Orioles, a team that wants to be in playoff contention, you really can't have that. But, that's just not, you're looking first pitch fastball, and he got it and lines it for a base hit. Ball 4. So he walks Paez. And remember, we're still only in the 4th inning, folks. He just walks the number 8 hitter to get to the number 9 hitter. And he's got a lefty on lefty. So again, the advantage you would think is to Povich here. Lefty on lefty. You got a hitter that's hitting 267 in Scott. He's 0 for 1. Let's see if he can get him. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 right there. Hey, and the likes got up to 20. You guys rock. We do. We got an outside shot here, guys. We got an outside shot at 30. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back. 0-2. So very quickly, he's ahead in the count here. And again, you don't have to throw a strike. Just throw a competitive pitch. See if you can get him to swing at something out of the zone. 0-2 pitch. And he does! Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. But the damage is done. 2-out base hit from Jordan Walker. A 2-run base hit at that. And now the score is 3-2 Birds. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. Mullins, Maverick Handley, Dylan Carlson. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the O's. As a team, you got to find ways to get those extra runs. Right now, the Orioles are 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. 2 for 10. Not good. They've had 10 opportunities already with runners in scoring position, and they only have 2 hits, which means they're batting 200. Which, I'll be honest with you, shows you how bad they've been this year. This year as a whole, they're batting 200 tonight as a team with runners in scoring position, and that's still better than their season average. That's how incredibly bad they've been this year with the runners in scoring position. So 2 for 10 tonight. They've got to find a way, when they get these runners in scoring position, they've got to get some of them in. You can't go 200. Bat 300. Just one more hit with runners in scoring position. And, 3-2 could be 5-2. So they've got to figure out a way. They've got to slow their heartbeat, concentrate more, slow the pace of the game down, not try to do too much, and just get the bat on the ball. That's what they need to do. Part of it is they're trying too much, too hard. They're trying to do too much with runners in scoring position, and it's not working. Just putting added pressure on themselves. $10 folks in here. We are up to 20 likes. We are 10 away from our goal tonight. You guys are awesome. All right, so Cedric Mullins is up. He was on his first time up with a single and then a stolen base. See what he can do this time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1. 3-2 Birds, bottom of the 4th inning. Yep, single stolen base and a run scored. Good start from Mullins. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. 0-2. That ball was low, but the ump called it a strike, so quickly it's 0-2. Quickly 0-2 to Cedric Mullins. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1. 1-2. I guess in between innings, the Orioles groundskeepers and grounds crew must have put some drying agent down on the field a little bit. Help keep it dry. Mullins is set. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. We're going to do it again. Still 1-2. Hopefully the Orioles want to get this game in. They really do. Get the off day tomorrow. Try to get the win tonight. Have an off day after a win with Chicago coming to town. 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive. Base hit past the dive of the second baseman into right field. And Cedric Mullins is 2 for 2 and a leadoff single. And you know, more than likely, he's going to do everything he can to get to second base. Here's a pitch. Center cut right down the middle of the plate. And Mullins was able to turn on it and just get it past the dive of the second baseman into right field for a leadoff single. And here's Maverick Hanley. 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball past the third baseman into left field. And Mullins is going to go all the way to third. Hanley's going to go to second. No, he went back. Okay. I was going to say, goodness gracious, he's going to be out. He turned really, really long. I thought he was going to go to second, but he didn't. And did they give him a hit for that? I don't know if they gave him a hit or if they're going to give him an error at third base. Arenado was playing in, and the ball was hit hard, but I think that's a ball he probably has to catch. It just got under his glove. I don't know if they're going to give him a hit or not. They did give him a hit, so he did get a hit. So first and third for the Orioles, nobody out. Here comes Dylan Carlson. Again, the Orioles have an opportunity here to put another run on the board. Carlson has got to find a way here. You really want to put the dagger in this pitcher right here. Orioles have had so many opportunities today. It's just been their Achilles heel all year. Carlson set. First pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Find the fun. Welcome in. They're not playing. Not on this TV anyway. But they beat the Dodgers today. 7-4. 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive. And it's down just in front of the right fielder. Mullins is going to score. Hanley's going to get in at second. First and second. Nobody out. And Dylan Carlson gets the job done. 4-2 Birds. First and second, nobody out. That's probably going to do it for the Cardinals pitcher. They're probably going to come get him. Even though he's only at 66 pitches, the Orioles are hitting him hard. It was a curveball that stayed up, and Dylan Carlson was able to stay back, and it just fell in front of the right fielder for a base hit. We're back to Jackson Holliday. He's got 2 doubles already in the game. He's really swinging the ball well. And yeah, here comes the pitching coach for the Cardinals. He's just coming out. Basically, they come out like this a lot of times just to give the bullpen time to warm up. But 4-2 Birds, first and second, still nobody out. And Jackson Holliday, who's 2 for 2. He's got 2 doubles in the game. Holliday's got, 2 for 2 with an RBI, 2 doubles. He's got 4 total bases so far in the game. He's had a real good start to this game. And we're now up to 21 likes. You guys are awesome. Good job, everybody. Again, Jackson Holliday, 2 for 2 in the game, 2 doubles. An RBI. He's got a chance here to get another RBI. And he is set, and here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Strike on the ball up in the zone. Jackson was trying to make it 7-2 Orioles on that swing. My goodness. That's a ball out of the zone. If he holds up, it's 1-0. Now it's 0-1. He's on the fastball tonight. Here's the next pitch. There's a fly ball. Very short right field. It's going to be playable for Jordan Walker. That's not going to do anything. Both runners have to hold. So Jackson, nothing there. Short fly ball to right field, and that's the first out of the inning. That's going to bring Adley to the plate. Rutschman is 0 for 2. Has not looked good in either at bat. 2 strikeouts. Both strikeouts, he's looked bad. And at this point, he's just got to find a way to get a good at bat. A good swing, a level swing. Something where he drives the ball up the middle. And we need another run here. Again, the Orioles are chipping away with 1-1-1. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive. Foul down the first base line. Again, he's pulling off of everything. But, they get 3 in the second, 1 so far in the fourth. They've got to put another 2 or 3 crooked number up here. Try to put a little bit of leeway between them and the Cardinals. And again, they got a chance. Good speed at second. And, no, I'm sorry, it's Maverick Hanley. He doesn't run that well. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Third base line. Left fielder's got to play. He's going to get there. And that's 2 outs. 2 down. So Rutschman doesn't get it done either. Again, he is dropping his shoulder or he's pulling his shoulder. His at-bats are not good at-bats at all. Just not good at-bats. He doesn't look balanced at the plate. Just not good at-bats. And here comes Gunnar. Gunnar as well hasn't looked good. Fly out his first time up. Swung at a strike 3 on a pitch. He should have probably swung and hit a mile on a very hittable pitch, and he didn't. So hopefully he can make up for it. Really need a big hit here. And the likes are now at 22. Good job, everybody. 22 likes. 20 votes, too. All right, here's Gunnar. First and second. 2 outs now. Here's the pitch. Throw over to first, and it gets by the first baseman. They tried to pick him off at first. They threw down the first, and the first baseman dropped the ball. It went past him, and that allowed for Maverick Hanley to move up to third. That was not smart. That's going to be an error on the catcher. Gunnar's got a 1-0 count. So the pitch to Gunnar was high and inside. The catcher threw down to first, trying to pick off the runner at first. When he did so, it got by the first baseman. Luckily, the second baseman was backing him up, but Maverick Hanley was able to advance to third. So now it's first and third. Now a base hit definitely scores a run. And Gunnar's got a 1-0 count. Yeah, error on the catcher for sure. Here's the pitch. Pop up. Just terrible at bat. It's just a bad at bat. Shortstop's under it. He's got it. That's the inning. Horrible. That's just horrible. Both Adley Rutschman and Gunnar Henderson have got to be ashamed of themselves. That's just bad. That's just a bad at bat. Can't be happy with that at all. Not even a competitive swing. I don't even know what he's swinging at. Anyway, the Orioles do get a run, 4-2, as we head to the top of the 5th inning. I'll be right back, folks. I'm going to run to the restroom. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, gang, here we go. They got a Grayson Rodriguez bobblehead coming up. Hope the bobblehead doesn't get hurt. Isn't that terrible? I'm sorry. All right, so Povich is back out there as we head into the top of the fifth inning. Orioles on the day so far, just to give you an idea, they are 3 for 14. 3 for 14 with runners in scoring position. All right, Nootbaar is up. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive. That's in the gap. That's a gapper right there. Nootbaar is already at second. Is he going to make the turn? He is not. Leadoff double for Lars Nootbaar. And just like that, Cade Povich is looking to give it right back. Pitch center cut right down the middle. And Nootbaar just drives it into the right center field gap for a leadoff double. Hey, Slyster, welcome in. Hit that like button, gang, if you haven't already hit it. We are 8 away from our goal. 105 off the bat. Here's Mason Wynn. He's 1 for 2. Ball in the dirt. 1-0. Again, the Orioles are 3 for 14. They've had 14 opportunities with men in scoring position today. And 3 hits. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. 1-1. And Povich has got to find a way. He's pitching himself into trouble. Now he's got to pitch himself out of trouble. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt, and he gets by the catcher. That's going to move the runner up to third. That's a bad pitch by Povich. A ball probably at 60 feet 6 inches to home plate. He probably threw it 58 feet, 57 feet. So now there's a man on third, nobody out. 2-1 count on Mason Wynn. Anything's going to get the run home. 2-1 pitch. Here it is. Here's a curveball swinging a foul. We need more runs. Our pitcher seems to never like prosperity. Every time we get the lead, the very next inning we squander it. Yeah, it's true, Slyster. I agree. It's just one of those things. I don't know what it is. They just cannot hold leads. But the Orioles runners, you have 14 opportunities with runners in scoring position, and you got 3 hits. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. So, there's a runner at third right now for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. It's a better average than the Orioles. 2-2 pitch. There's a fly ball left field. That's deep, real deep. Back and off the wall. It's easily going to score the run. That's going to be another extra base hit. Off the left field wall. It's 4-3. Man on second. Nobody out. So back-to-back extra base hits for the Cardinals. And Slyster, you're exactly right. Orioles have a 4-2 lead, and they're about to give it up. Curveball down and in, and Mason Wynn just turned on it and hits it off the top of the wall. Carlson, it just misses being a home run and tying this game. But now, man on second, nobody out, and that's 103 miles an hour off that. And here's Donovan. He's 1 for 2. Base hit ties this game up. Here's the pitch. Curveball strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Well, it's just, it's one of those things as a young team. You have young pitchers, guys that if you don't pitch well, against these hitters, they're going to make you pay. And he's not making good pitches. 0-1 pitch. There's another curveball, and it's swung at and fouled off. 0-2. And that's the thing. It's just one of those things where, as a pitcher, you've got to make good pitches. These are professional hitters. You make mistakes, they're going to make you pay. And that's what the Cardinals have done this inning. 0-2 pitch outside. Ball 1. 1-2. What's more frustrating, Walt, is that it's our best hitters that's not... I agree. Slyster, I agree. Adley and Gunnar have looked bad tonight. Every single one of their at-bats have been bad tonight. 1-2 pitch. Nope. He steps off. But again, 2 for 5 Cardinals with runners in scoring position. 2 for 5. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. We're going to do it again. You know, Cardinals have had only 5 opportunities. 5 with runners in scoring position. The Orioles have had 14 opportunities, and the Cardinals have almost as many hits as the Orioles. We have 3, they have 2. Terrible. Povich is set. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says no, he did not. 2-2. It's just, you know, that's the difference between winning and losing in Major League Baseball. They've only had 5 opportunities. 2 of the 5, they got hits. 2-2 pitch. Outside and low. Ball 3. 3-2. So full count. He still doesn't have an out in the inning. He still doesn't have an out in the inning. And this will probably be his last hitter. If he doesn't get Donovan, he's out of the game. 3-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball, right field, hit, gone. It's gone. Home run. Donovan gets a pitch on the inside part of the plate and crushes it into the right field seats. Povich sucks. Pardon my language. Terrible hit. Terrible. Just horrible. 5-4. St. Louis has taken the lead. That's ridiculous. They gave him a 4-2 lead into this inning. He's now losing 5-4, and he doesn't even have an out. And again, a pitch center cut right down the middle of the plate. And he just crushes it onto the flag court. 5-4 St. Louis. That's ridiculous. And here's Wilson Contreras. First pitch to him. Outside, ball 1, 1-0. Just horrible. Again, it's just an entire microcosm of the season for the Orioles. The hitting has let them down. The pitching has let them down. And it's why they lose. 1-0 pitch. Curveball strike. 1-1. I don't care who you are. You go 3 for 14 with runners in scoring position. And it's not even the 5th inning yet for you. You haven't even gotten to the 5th inning for your batters. You've had 14 opportunities and you only got 3 hits. Curveball again. Strike. 1-2. It's terrible. They are 3 for 6. I'm gonna beat it like a dead horse. They have as many hits with runners in scoring position as the Orioles, and the Orioles have had 14 opportunities. They've only had 6. 1-2 pitch to Contreras, inside, ball 2. Yeah, Slyster, you know, he's got, part of it is just the immaturity of Povich. He just doesn't know how to pitch. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. He just doesn't. These guys today, baseball is really starting to test my patience because guys today don't know how to pitch anymore. They don't. They don't know how to pitch. It's about spin rate. It's about max effort. It's about throwing as hard as you can every pitch. I don't agree with that. It's about setting hitters up and making them expand the zone. All right, here's Herrera. First pitch to him is a fly ball. Hit pretty deep to left field. Looks like the left fielder's got it. Nope. Mullins is going to call him off, and that's the second out. You know, pitching is about changing speeds, location, setting hitters up. Right? That's what pitching is. It's getting ahead with strikes. It's getting them out with balls. And staying out of the middle of the plate. All the big hits in this inning, he's been in the middle of the plate. Every last one of them. Both doubles and the home run were center cut middle of the plate. And they didn't miss them. So here's Arenado. First pitch to him is a strike, 0-1. You know, but it's not just the pitching, it's the hitting as well. You get your 1, 2, 3 hitters coming up with first and second, nobody out, and they don't do anything. 0-1 pitch. Here's a line drive, base hit into right field. Arenado pitch on the outside part of the plate, and he just serves it into right field for a base hit. Now Manzolino's coming out. So that's it. Povich is done. Terrible outing for Cade Povich tonight. Terrible outing. Terrible outing for Povich tonight. Just bad. Absolutely bad. 5 runs, 8 hits. Horrible outing for Cade Povich. It was given a 4-2 lead and can't hold it. 5-4 Cardinals. We're still in the top of the 5th inning. It's one of those things. Look, I love my team. You look behind me. You know, everything you see is Orioles, right? But exactly what Slicer says is that I'm going to speak the truth. When they suck, they suck. Pardon my language. I'm going to tell you. And when it is what it is. You know, everybody wants to blame the general manager for the Orioles. They want to blame the manager for the Orioles. You know, when Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, Colton Cowser, Jordan Westberg, Heston Kjerstad, Jackson Holliday, when all these guys, Cade Povich, Grayson Rodriguez, when the Orioles drafted all these guys, it was Mike Elias that drafts them. Everybody was like, great picks. Oh my God, here come the Orioles. What a great young group of talented players they have. All-stars, this, that, and the other. And in the last 3 years, the Orioles have been over 500 and in the playoffs and won a division and won over 100 games. But now all of a sudden, they're having a bad year this year, and it's the general manager's fault entirely. And I'm thinking to myself, don't the players have accountability here? These are the same players. Adley Rutschman and Gunnar Henderson were all-stars last year. They're not playing well at all this year. Don't they have to take some of the blame too? I understand that Mike Elias didn't go out and he didn't address the pitching the way I think a lot of people wanted him to. And I get that. And I'm not saying he's devoid of any blame here. But at some point, you've got to put it on the players and say, get the job done. And they're not doing it. All right, so Matt Bowman is in the game. He's got Jordan Walker at the plate. Needs a big out here. Here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball off the leg of Jordan Walker. 0-1. Well, yeah, Slicer, it's funny you say that. It's the God's honest truth. In a lot of ways, they've become very predictable. But, you give up, first 3 innings, Povich doesn't give up any runs. The next 2 innings, he gives up 5 runs. 2 runs and then 3 runs. You can't do that. Jordan Walker is ready, and here's Bauman's pitch. Strike, 0-2. So quickly, he's got an 0-2 count. 23 likes. We're still 7 away. Hit that like button, guys. All right. Five to 4. St. Louis with the lead. Top of the 5th inning. 0-2 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. 1-2. Look, to the Orioles' credit in this game, they're hitting. The Orioles have 9 hits in the game. So they're hitting really well. They've got 9 hits. They've got 4 runs in 4 innings. So the hitting has been there tonight. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 right there. Wow, I don't know what Walker was looking at. That's your inning. But the damage is done. 3 runs scored. And it's a 5-4 Cardinals lead, middle of the 5th. The Orioles are, Jackson Holliday's 2 for 3. Mountcastle, O'Hearn, Arias, Mullins. Everybody but Rutschman and Henderson have hits in the game. They're just not hitting with runners in scoring position. So the Orioles got to find ways. They've got to turn this around. They've got to figure out a way to, now they've got to answer, right? You got to answer. Answer back. Answer back right now. That's what they got to do. They've got to find a way to answer back right here and get that lead back. Try to get a couple runs across at the very least. Maybe get a run across, and tie the game. They've got to do something this inning to answer back to the Cardinals. You've got your 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up. Mountcastle, O'Hearn, and Arias are going to be stepping to the plate. All 3 of them have hits in this game. Yeah, all season long, Slyster. Year before last, the Orioles led the league in runners in scoring position. They hit like 287, which is awesome. 287 is great. But, this year they're hitting like 180 with runners in scoring position. It's horrible. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it's like I said earlier in the broadcast. It's almost like it's impossible to do that. And yet they have. So Kyle Leahy is now in the game for the Cardinals. 23 games, 2.15 ERA, 29 innings. He's got an 0.82 whip. Opponents are batting 168 against him. So he's pretty good. The Orioles have their work cut out for him. But again, they got to find ways. You got to find ways to attack these pitchers. All right, so here's Mountcastle. Leahy is set. He's at the belt. First pitch. Swing and a foul. 0-1. 95 miles an hour. Mountcastle for the Orioles has really lost his power. Over his career, 33 home runs, then down to 22, then down to 15, then down to 13, and now he's down to 2. 0-1 pitch. There's a ball. 1-1. Mountcastle has really lost his power. And they even moved the fences in this year. And it was supposed to be like a rejuvenation year for Mountie, where they really thought he was going to get the power back. He has not. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. That's an easy out. 1 down. Yeah, I guess Slyster. I mean, I gotta think. Who do you put there? Who else are you gonna? He really is your number 2 hitter. And I'm not one. I'm not one of these guys. All right, here's Ryan O'Hearn. I think that you gotta let guys work through it. Okay, I don't believe in sitting guys. He's got to work through it. Here's a 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a foul back, 1-1. My thing is this, when Cal Ripken was struggling, the Orioles didn't move him down in the order. When Eddie Murray was struggling, the Orioles didn't move him down in the order. When, Manny Machado was struggling, he didn't move down in the order, right? Adam Jones, 1-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 2. When Adam Jones wasn't doing well and was in struggling, the Orioles didn't move him down in the order. These guys, leave them where they got to work through it. They got to work through it. Their track record has to come through at some point. It's just that simple for me. So 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, ball 3, 3-1. I mean, I get what you're saying, but Adley's got to work through this. If he's the hitter we think he is, this is a guy that's been an all-star twice now. He runner-up rookie of the year. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So there's a walk to Ryan O'Hearn. Good at bat for O'Hearn. I think he's just got to work through it. And same thing with Gunnar. Gunner's been struggling as well. Better than Adley, don't get me wrong. But Gunner's not looked good. Are you going to move him down to 7 or 8 in the lineup? Of course not. Mullins, like when I think moving Mullins is terrible. Put him in one spot and just leave him there. Here's Arias. First pitch strike right there, 0-1. I think Mullins is an 8 or 9 hitter, be honest with you. I really do. I think where they have him in the lineup tonight at 7 is fine. That's where he should be. He's not a leadoff hitter anymore. He strikes out too much. 0-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 1, 1-1. You know, I like Holiday, Rutschman, Henderson, O'Hearn, at least until Tyler O'Neill and Cowser and those guys get back. I like it. 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2, 2-1. Wait a minute. Oh, no, they say he fouled it off. Did he foul it off? The Orioles are looking at it. No, I guess he did tip it. Okay, so that's a foul tip into the glove. So 1-2 instead of 2-1. So now Arias is down in the count. Need a big at bat here from him. Here's the pitch. Foul down the right field line. So Slicer, I get what you're saying, but you know, at some point you can't keep moving him down the lineup. He's just got to hit. And he's not hitting. I get it. He's not. Swinging a foul again. 24 likes, gang. We got a shot. 6 to go. Everybody's starting to change their votes. 22 votes. Orioles still in the lead with saying they're going to win, but they're not in the lead on the scoreboard, and that's where it really counts. 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not, says the first base umpire. 2-2. Mullins is on deck. Mullins is 1 for 2 in the game. So Arias is set. 2-2 pitch. Way inside. Ball 3. 3-2. Almost hit him. That would have been nice, actually. We could have used that. So full count on Arias right here with Cedric Mullins on deck. Three-two pitch. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Thank you, Sony. Appreciate that. Back-to-back walks. And now here we go again. Orioles have a chance. They have a runner in scoring position. Second base. They have an opportunity. A base hit here. A base hit here could score the tying run. And it's up to Mullins to get the job done. Mullins is 2 for 2 in the game. 2 runs scored. Here's the pitch. 95 miles an hour. You cannot catch up to it. Fouls it back. 0-1. Again, it's one thing to get the hits. It's another thing to get the hits in the big moments. And this is a big moment for the Orioles. 0-1 pitch. Strike. 0-2. And that ball was low. That ball was low, but the umpire calls it a strike. So that quick, Mullins is down in the count, 0-2. Here we go. 0-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back. We're going to do it again. It's such a bad feeling as an Oriole fan when I sit here and I say to myself, he's going to strike out. Isn't that terrible? I hate to say it, but I hope I'm wrong. But 0-2 pitch. Nope. Strike 3. Oh, he fouled it off. Catcher couldn't hold it. I hope so, Jeannie. We need Mullins to get a hit here. But, yeah, sadly enough, I have zero confidence right now in any of the Orioles hitters. I just don't. Not in these situations. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. Mullins is out. I told you. It's just they cannot do it. Now they're 3 for 15 with runners in scoring position. He can't even put the ball in play. Here's Maverick Hanley. First pitch to him, strike on the outside corner. 0-1. So another opportunity right here. This is opportunity number 16. Here's the pitch. Ball way in the dirt, way outside, and Maverick Hanley swings at it. 0-2. Hard to watch, folks. Hard to watch. I mean, hard to watch. 0-2 pitch. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. He's going to take it to the pitcher. Pitcher's got it. Tags the bag, and that's the inning. 2 walks, and the Orioles get nothing. And they're now 3 for 16 with runners in scoring position. Going to head to the top of the 6th inning, 5-4 St. Louis. Wow, bad baseball. Man. All right, let's go around the league. It's the 6th inning. We're through the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th inning, Kansas City's got a 1-0 lead over the Reds. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Cubs got a 1-0 lead over the Rockies. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Rangers and the Blue Jays are scoreless. Yankees, Angels, Nationals, Mariners are later. All the rest of these games are all final. Dodgers lose to the Guardians beat the Dodgers 7-4. Tigers beat the Giants 4-3. Rays beat the Twins 5-0. White Sox beat the Mets 9-4. Brewers beat the Red Sox 6-5. Astros beat the Athletics 5-3. Pirates 10-1 over the Diamondbacks. Marlins 10-8 over the Padres. And the Braves-Phillies was postponed. So that's your scores. And again, appreciate everybody being here. Orioles are blowing this game. Runners in scoring position have yet again eluded them as they have had 16 opportunities. So they're batting 187 on the game with runners in scoring position. 187 with runners in scoring position. .187 with runners in scoring position in this game. All right, here's Paez. Bauman's back out on the mound. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike. 0-1. Again, the opportunities have been there for the Orioles in this game. It's not like they're being totally overmatched. They've had their opportunities to score runs. 0-1 pitch. Strike. 0-2. So quickly 0-2 on Paez. Outside, ball 1, 1-2. All right, Bauman is set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. Good to see that. Hopefully he can continue to get these outs. And the Orioles pitchers have got to keep this game at 5-4. That's just it. They've got to keep it at 5-4 and give the offense the opportunity to get the 1-2 runs they need to win this game. The pitching has got to keep it right where it is. Here's Scott. He's 0-2. Bauman's first pitch to him. Squares the bunt. Pops it up. Here comes Mountie, and he makes the catch! A lunging grab. Nice play by Mountcastle right there. He got there just in time. I thought the ball was going to get to the ground, but he lunges for it and makes the catch. 2 quick outs for the Orioles. Scott tried to bunt it. Mountcastle comes in and just makes the catch. So 2 quick outs here in the, what inning are we in? Top of the 6th inning. Back to the top of the lineup for Nootbaar. He's 2 for 3 in the game. First pitch to him. Outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Nice play by Mountcastle right there. That was nice. 1-0 pitch. Strike. 1-1. John says, I don't know well about baseball. My question is, what do you think time for it to end? What time do you think the game will end? I'll tell you in a second. 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2. John, there is no time limit. Baseball is one of the most unique games there is. There is no time limit. The game ends when the 9th inning has been played, 27 outs have been recorded, and one team has the lead over the other. There is no time limit. 2-1 pitch. Inside, ball 3, 3-1. Which makes the game great. You can never have time run out on you. You get 27 outs. So you're always in the game until they get the last out. All right, Bauman, you can't lose Nootbaar here. 3-1 pitch on the way. Here it is. There's a pop-up. Short right field. Center fielder's coming over. Mullins is waving him off, and he's got it. So Bauman, good inning. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're going to head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Good inning for Bauman right there. Did his job. Keeps it at 5-4. Now let's see if the Orioles can do anything with it. Oh, John, there was nothing wrong with that question. Mm, 5-4, guys. All right, I'm going to run downstairs and get another water. I'll be right back. They get a chance to go back on. All right, gang, I'm back. Here we go. Waiting on the Orioles, and the Orioles are waiting on me, I guess. Yeah, right, Jeannie, that's true. That's why I'm saying if they play 9 innings, and somebody's got to have a lead. Dylan Carlson, Jackson Holiday, Adley Rutschman. 9-1-2 coming up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Orioles have got to find a way to get some runs. Got to find it. All right, here's Dylan Carlson. First pitch to him. Check swing, foul. 0-1. 1 for 2 in the game. Love seeing all the dogs at the game tonight. That's really cute. A lot of cuties out there tonight. Lots of beautiful looking dogs. I don't think my dog would do well there. Carlson set. 0-1 pitch. That's high. Ball 1. 1-1. Really good seeing 80 in here. 25 likes. Definitely appreciate all the likes, folks. Dylan Carlson. 1-1 count. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Here's the pitch. Ball low. That is a ball low, and the umpire called it a strike, so it's now 1-2. And the Orioles this year really had a lot of calls go against them. I mean, like a lot of calls go against them. Balls that have, I mean, you're talking a ball that low, that far low from the strike zone that's called a strike. 1-2 pitch. Way outside. Holy cow. He threw it to the backstop. 2-2. Whoa. That looked like Newt Lelouch from Bull Durham on that one. Holy cow. So 2-2 count. Probably throw something inside now. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive. Base hit up the middle. Dylan Carlson with his second hit of the game. And a leadoff single for the Orioles and yet another base runner. Another base runner. 25 likes, guys. We're 5 away from hitting that goal right there of 30. Let's see if we can make it. All right, so that's it for Leahy. He's coming out of the game. And the Cardinals are going to go to the bullpen. They're going to bring in a lefty against Jackson Holliday. Lefty on lefty. Smart, because you got Jackson coming up, left-handed hitter. It's going to put Rutschman. It's going to switch him over to the right side. He's not doing great right-handed this year. And then you got Gunnar. So, and Gunner's a lefty. So it's smart, bringing in the pitcher at the right time. But it's up to the Orioles to really bear down here and get this guy. Again, we gained a subscriber tonight. That's amazing, by the way. I love that we picked one up. All right, Jackson, again, here we go. Got a leadoff single. You got your, some of your best hitters coming up. You got your number 1 hitter, your number 2 hitter, your number 3 hitter. Holliday, Adley, Rutschman, Gunnar, Henderson coming up. You got the guys stepping to the plate that you want up. These are the ones you want. All right, guys, we're going to end the poll at this point. So 70% of you are picking the Orioles to win this game. Hopefully that 70% is right. But Holliday, it's up to him right now to get the big hit. Or at least to get on and set the table for the next two. Here's the pitch. Inside. Almost hits him. Ball 1. 1-0. In the game for the Cardinals is, I don't know who this is. It's King. King is in the game. John King, 393 ERA. 1-0 pitch. Inside again, ball 2. 2-0. Good takes by Holliday right here. He's up. He's ahead in the count. 2-0. Let's see what he gets. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. 2-1. King is set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Check swing. He went 2-2. Bad swing there by Holliday. If he doesn't swing at that pitch, it's 3-1. He did not look good on that one. So we're even in the count, 2-2. Again, man on first, nobody out. Just need a good at bat here from Holliday. Got to find a way to get on here. Orioles need this run. I don't think Carlson's going to steal. 2-2 pitch on the way. Ball 3, 3-2. That ball is low, so he runs the count full. Let's see what Jackson can do with this. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, man on first. Let's see what Jackson can do. Nope, they're going to throw over to first. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. It's such a problem for the Orioles. I mean, they're very much in this ball game. I mean, right there. We talked earlier about competitive pitches, right? Just make a competitive pitch. That's a competitive pitch. It's low enough in the zone that it's hard to hit. Here's Rutsch, first pitch strike, 0-1. It's low enough in the zone that it's a competitive pitch, whereto it's close enough that he's got to swing. And if he does anything with it, he's going to hit it into the ground. He's not going to hit a home run off of that pitch. So it's smart. 0-1 pitch coming. Swinging a foul back, 0-2. So quickly, Rutschman's down, 0-2. He's 0-3 in the game with 2 strikeouts and a pop-out. He has not looked good at all in this game. And his confidence has got to be has to be waning. It just has to be. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-2. And it's got to be waning on him. It's got to be because he's just not at all doing anything for the Orioles right now. 208 average. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. Wow. This is hard to watch as an Orioles fan. My gracious. It's up to Gunnar here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch. Check swing. Strike. 0-1. Man, this is really, it's hard to watch. It really is. 0-1 pitch. In the dirt. 1-1. I mean, there's just, as an Orioles fan, I have zero confidence that they're going to get the job done when they step to the plate. And unfortunately, they just continue to solidify why I have no confidence in them. Jackson doesn't look good. Rutschman didn't look good. I mean, they're not even having competitive at bats. Here's Gunnar, 1-1 pitch. Fly ball, weak fly ball to right field. It's short, but here comes the right fielder. He's got it. That's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, man left. Gunnar's not look good. Rutschman's look terrible. Just bad at bats all around for the Orioles tonight. Now, what you have to do if you're the Orioles at this point, the bullpen has to keep it at 5-4. They've just got to keep it at 5-4. They just cannot give up anything else. It has to stay at 5-4. If they have any opportunity to win this ball game, they've got to keep it at 5-4. But the Orioles are doing their normal thing of what they do. They'll have an inning where they do okay, and then all of a sudden the bats just go cold again. They go silent. They go missing. Sorry, I'm quiet. I don't know what to say anymore. It's absolutely mind-boggling how a team with this much talent looks that bad. And maybe they're not as talented as we thought they were. I don't know. But these are guys, Gunnar Henderson he's been an all-star. He finished 4th in MVP voting last year. Adley Rutschman was an all-star last year. He finished runner-up, the Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. 3 years ago, I guess. He's been an all-star twice. I don't know what to say. You know, 5-4, as funny as it sounds, 5-4 feels like 10-4 with the way the Orioles have played. All right, so here's Baumann. He's back out. First pitch, inside, ball 1, 1-0. It really has. I mean, you know, even though it's 5-4 and you're only down a run, it's like 5-4 feels like 10-4. All right, 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Inside, ball 2, 2-0. Mason Wynn, Donovan, and then Wilson Contreras. 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Cardinals. Two-0 pitch. Strike right there. 2-1. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. What did I do? There we go. There's a line drive, base hit into the gap. That's going to be for extra bases. Mason Wynn's got yet another hit. Leadoff double. Man on second. This ball is just, it's center cut right down the middle of the plate. These guys are not going to miss those pitches. They're just not. They're not going to miss pitches that are, you leave a ball in the middle of the plate when you're behind in the count, and they're just going to, they're going to crush it. And that's exactly what he did. That brings up Donovan. He's already hit a home run in this game. Ball 1, 1-0. 2 for 3 on the night for Donovan. And just like that, the Cardinals are looking to expand their lead. They're already 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position. 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball foul down the first baseline. 1-1. Hopefully our next broadcast will be Friday night. We're hoping to do this Friday. Orioles got Andrew Kittredge warming in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Here's a strike. 1-2. Good pitch by Baumann right there. Good pitch. Baumann is set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Here's a line drive. Whoa, he hit that a ton, but it's foul. All right, everybody in the chat, if you're still out there, I see that it looks like there might be 10 of you out there. If you're out there, let me know where you're from. Get some chat going here. All right, Baumann is at the belt. He's set. Donovan's ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Pop up. Short pop up in the left field. Gunner's going out. He's got it. The runner's going to have to hold it second. That's the first out. That's a big out. Got to have that first out. They got it. So now Cardinals are now 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Still very good. That's over 400. Jeannie's from Northeast Illinois. Yeah. Here comes the pitching coach. John's from planet Earth. Thank you, John. Could you be a little bit more specific? So I'll give you a comparison of a couple things in this game. The Orioles have out-hit the Cardinals. Orioles have 10 hits. Cardinals have 9. The Cardinals have struck out 11 times in this game. They've struck out 11 times. The Orioles have only struck out 6 times. And yet we're losing. Victor's here from New York. Here's Contreras. 0 for 3. First pitch to him. Swinging a foul. 0-1. But the Orioles are losing because they just cannot hit with runners in scoring position. Again, I know I'm beating a dead horse here, guys, but it's so important. And, each loss is crucial. You can't keep having losses if you want to compete in any way, shape, or form. And these are the types of things that contribute to these losses. All right, 0-1 count on Bauman. Let's see if he can get him here. 0-1 pitch. No, he steps off. Wilson Contreras, 0 for 3 in the game so far. There's the 0-1 pitch. Inside and low, ball 1, 1-1. One pitch. There's a ground ball up the middle. Gunner charges, throw to first in plenty of time for the second out, but the runner does move up to third. So now there's 2 outs with a man on third, and that's going to bring Herrera to the plate. He's 0 for 1, but he has walked twice. Nice play by Gunner there. Nope, here comes Manzolino. He's going to come get him. That's going to be it for Bauman. They're going to go get Andrew Kittredge. But Bauman did his job. Didn't give up any runs. Bauman, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, no runs. He did his job. He kept them in the game. Now it's up to Andrew Kittredge to come in and get this final out and keep this game right where it is. Be right back, gang. Good? You need me to go? Is this the last step for them? I think they got one more, right? All right, so Andrew Kittredge's coming into the game. Guys, we'll be at the parks this weekend. For those of you that watch our Disney channel, we do have Mouse Talk, which is our Disney channel. We're going to be at the parks maybe Saturday and Sunday this week. I don't know yet. I'm going to see. But definitely Sunday for sure. There's a lot of the summer cool kids summer stuff that's going on at all the different parks that I'd like to see. So we're gonna see what we can do. We didn't go live on last weekend on Sunday. We're definitely going to be live at Magic Kingdom on Sunday. We'll see about Saturday. I'm not 100% yet, but we'll see. Hey, Pete, welcome in. I do sometimes. I tell you, Pete, same thing that kills the Orioles every game is killing them again this game, man. Been terrible. 3 for 16 with runners in scoring position. You're not going to win that way. I mean, the Cardinals are 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position. They got half as many opportunities as us with runners in scoring position, and they've got as many hits. It's the difference in what's going to cost you games. But the bullpen so far has kept us in it. If Andrew Kittredge can make this big out right here, we'll see. Here's the pitch. Here's a line drive, fly ball into right field. Dive and no! Carlson can't get it. Or Hearn can't get it, and that's going to be a triple. Or is it a double? O'Hearn dove for it in right field. He almost got there, but he can't get it. Herrera gets the big 2-out, runner in scoring position double. That puts another run on the board. Oh, he should have had it. No, that was a good try. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 1 for 3. Ball inside. Ball 1. 1-0. One 0 pitch. There's a strike. Yeah, it's bad. You know, the I don't know. I think I get more upset for me, Pete, with the hitting because I know what I expect out of the pitching. It wasn't a strength for this team. The pitching is not what I'm relying on to win us games. The hitting I am relying on to win us some games. And the hitting just has failed miserably. And 6-4, this game's over. 2-1 pitch inside. Nope, he did not go. Ball 3, 3-1. And, 6-4, this game's over. The way the Orioles have played this year, there's no way they're scoring 3 runs. And you're saying to yourself, well, look, they already have 4, and I get it, but they're not getting 3 runs in 3 innings. They're just not, they just don't have it in them. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike, 3-2. They just don't. And again, it sounds so negative, and I'm sorry to be that way, but they just don't have it in them. The lineup is not. It's top heavy, and even the top heavy is just not doing the job. Ball 4. So now Kittredge, who's been pretty reliable, comes in, and his first hitter he gives up a double, and the next hitter he gives up a single or a walk. I just. Here's Jordan Walker. He's 1 for 3. And the sad part about it is you had a real good chance to win a series against a good team. A team with a winning record. You had the lead again, 4-3. I'm sorry, you had the lead 4-2, and you can't hold it. And you can't add on. And Kittredge here in the top of the 7th inning is just 1-0 pitch. There goes, nope. Nope. What was he doing? 1-0 pitch is a strike, I think. No, he called it a ball. Jesus. So 2-0. I don't really know how he called that a ball. 2-0 pitch coming. Ball 3. 3-0. If I'm the Cardinals, I'm letting him swing. 3-0. Why not? 3-0 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Nope, he was taken. Strike. 3-1. Hey, John. John, give us a like, buddy, if you could. We're 5 likes away from 30. All right, Kittredge is set. 3-1 pitch on the way. Strike, 3-2. So Jordan Walker's taking all the way here. John Messina, welcome in, buddy. Full count, runners will be going on the pitch. Nope, Walker's going to step out. Three-two pitch. Pop up down the right field line. Oh, the likes went down. How do we go down to 24? We lost a like. Oh, that's not good. All right, 3-2 count. Kittredge is set. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So He gives up the double and then 2 walks, and he still hasn't gotten an out. He's faced 3 batters. In the 3 batters, he's given a double and 2 walks. And Kittredge is 1 pitch away from getting out of it, or 1 pitch away from making this game a blowout. Sadly enough, the Orioles are on the edge here. I mean, they're teetering on making this game go from a close game to being an absolute blowout. And Andrew Kittredge is 1 pitch away from us ending this stream early. 26 likes. You guys rock. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. We're getting there. We might hit our goal tonight. We're at 26. All right, here's Paez. He's 0 for 2. So you got the number 8 hitter at the plate here. First pitch. Ground ball. Second baseman. Yay! Jackson Holiday gets it. Goes to second. Touches the bag, and the inning is over. So Kittredge, after all that, he gets out of it, and he keeps the game. Well, they score a run. It's 6-4. Good to have everybody in here. Just kind of watching the commercials. 4 likes away, and there's 11 of you in here. We got to like 15 people in here at one point. I appreciate that. Never expect a lot of people to come in. Again, we're a really small channel, and we're not posting a ton of content right now. So to have all of you in here, it's been a pleasure for sure. We will take what we can get. For the Orioles, you got your 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Mountcastle, O'Hearn, and Urias coming up. Of which none of those guys will be pinch hit for. Hanley and Dylan Carlson probably won't be hit for either because he's got 2 hits tonight. See what the O's can do with this inning and see if they can get a run or two. They really need to find a way to get a run. They got to score. Got to answer at some point, O's fans. Got to answer at some point. Got to find a way to score some runs. And we got another like. You guys rock. 27. Even if the O's don't win, you guys might make my night if we get to 30. All right, Phil Maton, or Maton, I don't know how he says it. Phil's in the game. 2.70 ERA, 2.47 opponent batting average against him. Here's Mountie. First pitch. Strike. 0-1. And another like. You guys are awesome. Look at it. We got the 28. 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a foul. 0-2. Mountcastle, 236 on the year, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs. Just hasn't been the player the Orioles had hoped he was going to be. You know, the ball was moved back in. They were really hoping he was going to take advantage of it. He just hadn't been able to do it. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. So here we go. He's down in the count. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Got him. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Man. No confidence in this team at all. These hitters are terrible. So here's O'Hearn, 1 for 2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. Yeah, Mountcastle, Jeff, I've been saying for a while, he's been worrying me because his trend in the power numbers is always, he's just continued to trend down. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. He's just continued to trend down. I mean, you look at his numbers over his last 5 seasons in the home run and RBI department, in the power department, in every category, they continue to decline. So O'Hearn's down in the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. O'Hearn is out. So 7 pitches, 2 strikeouts. And here's Arias. First pitch to him. Outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike. 1-1. One pitch. Line drive. Right ground ball to the second baseman. He's got it. Throw to first. That's your inning. So 3 up, 3 down. The Orioles do absolutely nothing. Heading to the 8th. But yeah, you talk about Ryan Mountcastle, okay? His first full season with the Orioles, 2021, 33 home runs. Next season, 22 home runs. Next season, 18 home runs. Next season, 13 home runs. This season, 2 home runs. RBIs went from 89 his first season to 85 to 68 to 63 to 15. That's it. He's done nothing. His numbers continue to plummet. All right, gang, we are going to call it for tonight, as I have got to get up early in the morning for work, and also I'm going to have go out with Melissa and try to help her with the dog. So I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. We will be back. Hopefully Friday night. We'll bring you the full game on Friday from there, and we'll make it a lot of fun for sure. I appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the new subscribers. Thanks for everybody coming in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed bringing it to you. Maybe the Orioles pull it out. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But I appreciate y'all being here. Going to head out for the evening. Got a few things got to do before we get to bed. Got an early morning tomorrow anyway. Thanks, gang. Appreciate y'all being here. We'll talk to you soon. Keep rooting for your team. I'll try to keep rooting for my O's. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye, gang.